come in.
Hey Sam, how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing pretty good today. How are you today?
I'm good. Do you have some time to talk right now?
Yeah. So, for what kind of things?
It's regarding the meeting that we had, which you weren't there for, with the senior management.
Oh, gotcha. I was about to discuss with you, but I'm working on this. So have a seat.
Thank you. So I'm not sure if you know, but the meeting with the senior engineers did not go all that well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I tried my best to talk to them and to convey their and to address all their issues, but it was very challenging for me to actually understand what their problems were. So it was a very tough time.
I mean, how can that possible? You have been in the company for 3 months, and you have been working on this project for a long time. And I've bring you to many meetings before, so you should have some of the experience, and I believe you handle that. So I mean, this is not what I expected.
I agree. First of all, the first issue I faced was that I was not completely prepared, as there was not adequate time from the time you told me you were not coming and the time of the meeting. So I'm not blaming you, but there was very little time for me to understand what was happening. Secondly, I tried to contact you, but it was very hard to get hold of you. You were not available. And when I told the senior engineers that you were not available, you were there for a busy meeting, you had gone for a very important urgent work to handle, they became more and more angry. They said that you don't prioritize us, and it just went out of hand.
Okay. So I think first I want to apologize for the late notice about I'm not going to attend the meeting yesterday. So I'm going to tell you what really happened. I was out of town for another really important project. So our business partner, we had few items need to negotiate. So I had to extend the meeting. That's the reason I did not come back to run this meeting. Therefore, I had to change my schedule and didn't have time to respond to you during the meeting. So, I mean, as you mentioned, you really become really angry.
Yes, they became very angry. I knew I could not answer all their questions, so I explained the situation to them about how the situation you were in, and that your presence was not there at that very moment. You cancelled last minute. I mentioned that the urgency of the work you had gone for. I told them that I had only been with the company for 3 months, so I did not have the familiarity with the work, with the project, and my knowledge was not that much that I could answer their questions. I told them that if you have any questions, you can give it to me, I can understand the questions and take it back to my manager. But they did not agree to that either.
So I think you did a really good job, and they have engineers in our company, so they may become really angry if you think their technical background were not being respected. I think you will be okay, so don't worry about this, we will fix it. And so I think now we need to fix this issue. And tell me what's your plan.
So there's a way we can fix this. I suggest that we send an email to all the senior engineers to reschedule the meeting, apologizing for the previous mistake and making sure that doesn't happen again. I feel you would be the best person to send this email, as you have been with the company for a long time. I am very new and I do not carry that importance. The mail that you will send will have it will be much more persuasive and will have a lot of weight to it. I took a lot of notes from the meeting with all the questions. I can give those to you, we can answer them, and I can take them personally to the senior engineers, and they can then they can directly see the answers that you have given.
Okay, so I think that sounds really good, and I will send another email to all of them and to see if we can reschedule the meeting again. So again, I mean, this was an emergency which did not really happen. So I hope you could understand.
I understand. Can I suggest some ways that we can prevent this the next time?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Just to make sure that it does not happen the next time, we can have a backup person who will be there in case the main person is not able to conduct the meeting. This backup person is somebody of the same level as the main individual who has adequate understanding and knowledge of the matter. And simultaneously, if at all the person has to is busy and is not present for the meeting, then they can provide adequate time to let somebody else understand the matter, so that there can be a discussion and they can prepare for the meeting well.
Yeah, I think those are some great suggestions. So if something happens again, I think I will find more experienced engineers to follow together, or you two can handle this meeting at the same time. I think the overall conversation with senior engineers will be more efficient. Yeah, I also agree that, and I will let you know and notice you if something really emergent and I don't have time to run kind of meeting. So, do you have any questions at this point?
No, that's all. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I think great suggestions, and probably in the future, I will also bring you to more meetings, and you can see how I run this meeting, and you can see how I answer other people's questions. And I mean, we can have this kind of weekly or bi-weekly conversations if you still feel uncomfortable about what to run in the meeting, answer other question. So I think we're in a good shape, and I think you propose the good ideas, and you can just do what you want to fix this issue.
Okay.
Alright, I appreciate you coming here today to talk about the details about the meeting yesterday. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.